Okay, one, the lights are off in my room, and I'm basically lighting myself with the light on my phone. So there's that. And two, something went wrong during the editing process when I was editing this together, and um, basically I had to screen cap it using QuickTime Player. So if the quality in of the video and audio looks and sounds a bit off, and it sounds like it was recorded through a microphone, that's essentially what happened. So, yeah. But nonetheless, enjoy the video, please. I hope you do. Okay, goodbye.
What's up, people? How are you doing today? It's Tubes the One, and this video is sponsored by Twizzlers. No, it's not. Seriously, Twizzlers, please give me a sponsorship. I love these filled sweet and sour Twizzlers. They're awesome. Man, they're so good. Also, the reason you heard that snap is because I had these frozen. So, now to start this off, I'm going to talk a little bit about Pokemon Go. Yep, I'm doing this. But blame Lesbian Shepherd for this. She's the one who started the conversation. I keep thinking about how Pokemon Go is probably driving baby boomers up a fucking wall. Packs of millennials roaming, all staring at their cell phones. Feminist space adds good. And then Liam driving goes and adds in this. Not even just staring at their phones though. Running with their phones, playing outside with their phones, playing local events around their phones, talking to strangers about staring at their phones. It's everything they complained was dead thanks to this generation, and we've just shown them that we can literally have it all. I hope anyone who has ever said technology is bringing about the death of real-world social interaction is fucking seething. Real talk, this is very true. Like, the point of Pokemon Go is to go out and actually catch Pokemon. You run into so many people just actually catching Pokemon out and about. And you end up getting into battles with people sometimes even. Pokemon Go is literally, one, gotten people out and doing exercise, basically, with all this running around that we have to do. And two, having people actually socially interact with each other. Hell, a lot of people have even said that it helps with their anxiety and depression. So not only does it get people out and exercising and interacting with people, it's helping with mental health. Like, seriously, that is one of the best things ever. So here's something that was screenshot from Instagram and put onto Tumblr. Latina Rebels, women's rights movement summed up in one photo. Yeah, this is pretty true. A lot of people don't seem to realize, wait, have I stated this? I think I've said this before. Yeah, Susan B. Anthony was a giant racist. She had black women stand at the back of her marches when she actually allowed them in the marches in the first place. Like, except for third wave feminism, intersectionality, that's actual fucking feminism. Feminism is supposed to be for all women, not just white women. It was only for white women, and now it's for all women. Fun fact, black women actually invented feminism because of how feminism was actually basically excluding black women from the movement. And while I'm still on this, Sharonova, I think that's her name, she looks so salty. I don't know why people seem to actually think that she's better than Serena. They have played against each other like more than 20 times. Serena's won at least it was like 17 or 19 times. I forget which one. Sharonova has only beat her twice. I think we can clearly see who's the better player here. Now, while I'm still on my feminist topic, I'm just gonna bring this up. The new Ghostbusters movie is out, and a lot of people are still complaining because they don't like the reboots, and they're mad that the entire cast is all women, blah, blah, blah. And Gavin Belson posted this. The other day, I saw a tweet by some man that was like, so what if men started remaking all iconic female comedies with all male cast? And legit, my first thought was, yeah, sure, go ahead. And then I thought a little harder, and like, there are a few, but you couldn't realistically do that. Because here's the thing, historically comedies with a majority female cast have been about characters in specifically gender situations, and have only worked plot-wise because of gender roles, like 9 to 5, First Wives Club, Clueless, Legally Blonde, Mean Girls, Bridesmaids. Like, sure, you could make all-male versions of those, but they're going to bear almost zero resemblance to the original story, because those stories are specifically gendered stories. Whereas the reason you can make a movie like Ghostbusters with an all-female cast is because the concept is universal, since there's no reason to justify them all being men in the first place. Male stories are universal, female stories are about women. So, like, man, if you want to steal iconic female comedies and remake them, have at it. Good luck with that. You're not going to get very far. Real talk, I actually have thought about this, and, like, I can only think of, like, actually, I can't think of a single female comedy that could possibly be remade with an all-male cast. I can think of a few that can be remade with an all-female cast, but not a female comedy with all-male cast. Like, I could easily see a Sandlot's remake with an all-female cast, though there is one scene in that would be really weird if they remade it. Actually, it was really weird the first time that I think about it. Oh my god. If you've seen Sandlot, you know what I mean. But real talk, that can easily be remade. I mean, I remember the one scene where they were arguing and insulting each other, and one of them said, "You play ball like a girl," but that was the people on the side that owned Sandlot that were saying that. And I'm pretty sure even if you replace all the guys with girls, that still works. I feel like it would probably sting more coming from a girl. Now that I think about it, yeah, that could easily be remade. Now that I think about it, yo, somebody do that. I want to see a remake with all female cast of Sandlot. That would be good. But real talk, with most female movies, you can't remake that with an all male cast because they're specifically supposed to be female. With most stories where the main character is a male, there's no reason for him to be a male. I mean, Limitless, there's no reason for him to be a guy. Plus, I've seen some of the reviews about Ghostbusters, and nobody seems to really hate it. Just mediocre and just as good as any average movie. So, man. Repeat after me. Police officer kills black person. Hashtag is created. Police go on leave. Media begin blaming black person for death. Then Nevaeh Tyler adding, and cop doesn't get convicted. Yeah, that seems to be the process over and over again. I was actually having this conversation with my mom about this. The way she described it is exactly what happens. They get a slap on the wrist and say, "Don't do that again," and then they get to come back. And before anybody tries to bring up what happened in Dallas, I'm not saying that was justified at all. That was a heinous act. But I will say that probably wouldn't have happened if cops actually had to take responsibility for what the fuck they did. And if those cops actually got kicked off the force. Like, I do believe there are good cops, but I'm just wondering where the fuck they are. Like, if you really are a good cop, shouldn't you be stopping the bad guys, including the people that are in your squad? If you know that they're bad in your squad, why don't you stop them? Like, come on, man. I want cops that'll actually, are there to protect the community and not to just police it. They're to protect and help and actually be there for the community, and not just because it's their job. I remember that woman that went on a rant about how bad these police officers are that just keep going around killing black men and women. That if you're scared of a black or Latino man that is just sitting in his car just walking by, then you should not have that badge or that gun. I'm just wondering how the fuck you possibly made it out of the police academy. Real talk, get rid of the cops that are not physically and mentally fit to do their jobs, and keep the ones that are and that are actually there to protect and serve. And I mean protect and serve everyone. That's all I'm saying. I've already chosen my side and I want this to end already. In the words of Holocaust survivor Elie Wiesel, we must always take sides. Neutrality helps the oppressor, never the victim. Silence encourages the tormentor, never the tormented. People often mistake silence for peace. There's a big difference. Silence is forced, while peace is usually something everyone chooses. Now, to end this off, I'm going to talk about the Powerpuff Girls. And no, I'm not about to rip into the new series that everyone keeps complaining about. Look, I ain't got no beef with it, okay? It's not that bad, honestly, to me. But look at this. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Pokemon goes and drops a little knowledge, stating this. The original pitch for Powerpuff Girls was a student film called Whoop Ass Stew. Perfect Impression originally intended to show what the perfect little girl was before Professor Utonium added a can of Whoop Ass to the concoction. The perfect little girl, sitting on the rainbow, was supposed to be the perfect mixture of sugar, spice, and everything nice. When the accidental extra ingredient was added, the three original ingredients split up to match the personalities of the three new girls. Bubbles is sugar, Buttercup is spice, and Blossom is everything nice. So that explains the very different personalities, because I didn't even realize that before. The sugar, spice, and everything nice thing was literal representations of them. And that's all good and all, but I think we should all realize one thing, that apparently Chemical X is whoop ass. Chemical X is a literal can of whoop ass. Oh my god. Oh my god, that's awesome. That is the best thing ever. Chemical X is a literal can of whoop ass. Oh my god. Oh my goodness, oh my goodness, oh my goodness, oh my goodness, oh my goodness. Oh man. Oh my god. Professor Utonium created a can of whoop ass. Oh my god, that is awesome. Oh man. Oh man, oh man, oh man. Woo! That's good. Anyway, that's the end of the show. I'm Tubes the One. If you could see somebody making an all-female version of an old movie, what would it be? Do you think Pokemon Go is taking over the world? Do you think they should change the name of the Powerpuff Girls back to Whoop Ass Stew? I definitely do. Comment down below and tell me what you think. Anyway, goodbye.